Hi VC, back again for another update. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but this is a new band called The Rails. I can't actually show you their album because I've got it on download, but yeah, check it out. I'll try and leave a link in the description below, but really good. It's a new band, it's a duo, a woman and a man, so yeah, it's really good. If you can hear it, check them out. Right, I've got a few things recently, a few new bits and a few charity shop finds. So there's going to be CDs, books and vinyl in this update. So I'll start with the CDs, get those out of the way. So I went into my local charity shop, which I'll go into on the way home, and I obviously had a new batch in I hadn't seen from before. And everything's 99p, so that's really nice. So the first one, which one everybody knows, is Green Day Dookie. I didn't have that for some reason, so picked that one up. Next one is Placebo, One More with Feeling, singles 96 to 2004, which is nice. I don't actually have any other Placebo in my collection. It's a band I know of and know some of their stuff, but never really sort of explored them before. So yeah, so that was nice. Next up is De La Soul, 3 Feet High and Rising, which is a nice pickup. Again, first thing I've got by them, and again something I sort of know or know of this album and know bits of it. So that was a nice one to pick up. Next one is James Dean Bradfield, The Great Western. Again, I know Manic Street Preachers. I got most of their albums, or mostly CDs, but I don't know. This is his first solo album, so I don't know that very well. Next up is Oasis. I think this is the Be Here Now. This is their third album. Again, I've got a few Oasis on CD, but nothing on vinyl. So yeah, it's nice to pick up for that price. The Cranberries, So The Faithful Departed. Again, just another one, nice one to pick up. And then, what's this one? Oh, Grandaddy, The Sopworth Slump. And that's a nice one again. You know, for this price, you can't sort of leave them behind, really. I mean, I'm always amazed at all. There's about 3, I think, there that have been there for a while now. And one of them's Urban Hymns by The Verve, which is an excellent album. I can't believe anybody's picked up. They've got the Gorillaz debut album, and there's another one as well. There's like 3, and I keep seeing it every time I go in, and I'm just surprised nobody's picked it up. And this one, last one but not least, is Ronnie Size Represent and New Forms. So yeah, that'd be interesting here. I don't really know this. This is sort of drum and bass, quite new to me. Again, I've heard of him. This was he was the Mercury Prize winner in 1997. So yeah, that'd be a nice one to check out. And the last one, 2 I've got, is a nice couple to add to my sort of soundtracks collection. First one is Ocean's 11, and that's by it says composed, compiled and produced by David Holmes, which is or Irish. I think he's an Irish sort of DJ composer. I think I've got an album of his somewhere. It's actually downstairs, but yeah, that's a nice one and quite interesting. It's got the original sticker. I don't know if you can see that there. $15.99, and somebody bought it from HMV whenever it came out. Not sure when it came out, but yeah, $15.99. And another one is the Big Lebowski. Again, I've actually listened to this one. I've listened to a few of them, but not all of them. But I really enjoyed that one. And the one I really enjoyed was the Gypsy Kings Hotel California, which was, yeah, if you've never heard it, check it out. Definitely worth it. But yeah, that was a nice stack of CDs. How many is there? 3, 6, 9, 10. So yeah, that was a nice stack to pick up. Right, next up, we'll go for the books. First of all is this one, Wilco, Learning How to Die by Greg Knott. I've actually read this already. So yeah, that was really good. I sort of started to listening to Wilco. Or it was actually Uncle Tupelo I started listening to, which was the first sort of band Jeff Tweedy was in. and I sort of found this on Amazon. I think it was about £3 with postage and packaging. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Obviously made me go back and listen to all their music. This book only goes up to the release of A Ghost Is Born in 2004. So that was quite nice. And yeah, just really enjoyed reading about it, all the sort of trials and tribulations of the band. It gave a good sort of background to Jeff Tweedy and Uncle Tupelo and everything, which was nice because I don't particularly know a lot about that sort of side of the band. I think I've got one album by them. The acoustic one they did March 19th to the 21st. I'm just seeing if I can see it. Hang on a sec. There. Yeah, so that's the one I was sort of been listening to. As I was reading things along, I was trying to listen to what the music that was appropriate for what they were recording. But like I say, that's the only Uncle Tupelo one I've got, and that is March 16th to 20, 1992. The only other one I've got by them is an anthology of all their stuff. I don't have any of their other albums. And then obviously as we went on, I was listening to sort of AM, Being There, Summer Teeth, Yankee Foxtrot Hotel, and watching the film as well, which was really nice to watch after having read sort of everything that happened in there. So yeah, definitely if you don't know sort of Wilco, want to check them out, or you know them, definitely a good book, really interesting. Wilco, Learning How to Die by Greg Knott. The next one, I don't know if I've showed this already or not. I showed it on I think I showed it on Facebook. I got this from a charity shop quite a while ago. This is Viv Albertine. Clothes, 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 music, 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 boys, boys, boys. I've read it all now, and this doesn't come out till June 2004. I think I might have mentioned it before. I basically got it. It's a proof copy that I found in a charity shop for £5. So that was nice. Excellent book. If you know anything about her, she was in the Slits in the sort of punk era, and then sort of left, sort of basically retired from music, went into sort of filmmaking and TV making and things like that, and then sort of in the sort of late 2000s started to get back into making music and things, and she's made like an EP and an album since then and tours. So if you know her, definitely check it out. If you know the Slits, it's really interesting stuff, and even if you don't, it's a really good read. It's quite harrowing in parts, it's very uncompromising, and she's very honest about all the sort of things that she's been through, all the problems she's sort of had. But yeah, definitely, worth it, definitely worth reading. So if you see it, pick it up. And last but not least is this one. This one I picked up at the weekend, so I haven't read it yet. And this is Tracy Thorn, Bedsit Disco Queen, How I Grew Up and Tried to Be a Pop Star. Again, this is basically Tracy Thorn was in Everything But the Girl, which is probably what she's best known for. So yeah, it'd be a really interesting read, and that was £1.99, so I couldn't leave it behind. I sort of looked at it before, but for £2 you can't really say no. So yeah, some nice books there to keep me going. So that's sort of some nice ones. And next up is a stack of LPs. Right, first off is this one. This is Luminous by The Horrors. As you can see, I pre-ordered this and it was signed by all the band. I don't know who's done the bird there, or whatever. I think, yeah, it's like a pelican or something. But yeah, that is all signed by the band. It's a double album. No, it doesn't actually, it's not a gatefold, it's got two. You can see there, I won't bother getting them out. And that's literally just a sheet with your picture and the download card, and that's the back there. So that's nice. This was just the normal edition. I think there was like a deluxe edition which maybe had a gatefold sleeve, but that was another, I think it was another £10 on top of this, I think. So I'm quite happy with that. It is 2 LPs in there, and they are, yeah, there's 2, and they're 180 gram vinyl, so that's really nice. I think the album came out, I've had it a week now, and it's a good album. I'm still listening, absorbing it. It's too early to say whether it's a great album yet, but so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. Right, next up, another one I think I put on Facebook, but I don't think I've shown. I'm sort of a bit lost on which ones I've shown and which one I haven't. This is Luther Dickinson, Rock and Roll Blues. Now, if you don't know who Luther Dickinson is, he's basically a lead singer and lead guitarist in North Mississippi All-Stars. He's also in the South Memphis String Band. He's also was guitarist in the Black Crowes for 2 albums, War Paint and Until the Frost, Before the Frost, Until the Freeze. So yeah, great. And he's done a few solo albums now. This is his latest, and it's absolutely superb. This is definitely, I'm really enjoying this. I'm listening to it near enough every day. It's really good, and he's sort of used songs from sort of he's written since he's been quite young to new songs. So yeah, it's really interesting stuff. If you don't know him, check it out. It's quite sort of stripped back sort of one, but yeah, check it out. I'm not sure if it says who's on it. Hang on, that's the inside. There you go. You can sort of see. Not sure if it says who plays on it. Oh, it's Luther Dickinson, acoustic guitars and vocals. Amy LeVere, upright bass and vocals. Sade Thomas, drums, fife and vocals, and Lightning Malcolm, drums and vocals. So as you can see, it's quite a stripped back album. Not many players, basically all local people to him, all friends playing on it. Yeah, but definitely check it out. Really good album. Luther Dickinson, Rock and Roll Blues. Next one up, I have shown this before, but I'm going to show it again because again I'm really enjoying it. This is Mark Ford and Holy Ghost. This is his new album. Check it out, please. It's really, really good. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really say enough about those last 2 I've just shown. Please check them out. They are really good. Like, next up is sort of charity shop. I've got 2 charity shops. I've said this before. Well, one I walk past every day on the way home, and I've got one which is the opposite way. I sort of kept going to the other one. I sort of go like once a week, and they just stopped putting the records out for some reason. They got like CDs, and then normally underneath they have like a box of records, and they stopped. And so I didn't go for a couple of weeks, and then I went in there last week, and as is the way, they got quite a bit. It's nothing overly special, but it's still good stuff, and it's, for 99p I'm not going to leave it behind. This first one, Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark. This is Architecture and Morality, and the only problem with that, you can see somebody's taken a label off and it's just ripped the cover, but there's no tear on the die cut out on the sleeve there where the picture goes in. The vinyl's in good condition, so yeah, very, very happy to have that one. I've got some OMD on CD, but not on LP. Next up, this is really weird seeing this one in there. I was talking with my children, who I've just been made to buy the CD Now 87 for them, and we were sort of chatting, and I said I could remember when I was about their sort of age, about 12, 13, my sister getting the original album, just called Now That's What I Call Music. And I went into the charity shop, and there it is. This is the first ever. There you go. And it's in perfect condition. The vinyl's in perfect condition as well. And it's just nice to have. It's just a snapshot. This was released in, I think it was 1983, yeah, so I'd have been sort of 12, 13 when it came out. It's sort of Phil Collins, You Can't Hurry Love You, B40, Red Red Wine, Heaven 17, Malcolm McLaren, Culture Club, Kajagoogoo, Mike Oldfield. There's loads on there, really good stuff. So that was just nice trip down memory lane listening to that one. Next up again, another early one. This was recorded in, I can't see the, this is 1983 as well, and this is the Bell Stars. And I actually remember this, it was actually my dad, his favourite song was the Clapping Song at the time, and it's just one of those ones that he just loves. And so I saw the album and I couldn't resist picking it up. I haven't had the chance to listen to it, so I don't know if it's any good, but yeah, that's a nice one to pick up. Next up, INXS, Listen Like Thieves. You can't really go wrong. This is 1985, this one. Seems to be sort of an 80s. Somebody's obviously just got dropped off their record collection in there. Next up, Joan Ulmer Trading, Secret Secrets. This one is 1985 as well. And the last one I got from the charity shop was this one, which I think most people sort of my age will remember this film, which is Scrooged with Bill Murray. And this was 1988, so that was nice to find the soundtrack to that. So yeah, so that was a really good pickup from the shops. So, and then this last one is just one I picked up from a shop, another shop, actual record shop. And this is again another 80s, and this is Bad, which is Big Audio Dynamite if you don't know. And this is Number 10 Upping Street. And if you don't know anything about this album, basically Bad is, well, Mick Jones from The Clash is the best known sort of probably person in it. And also you've got Don Letts, who was a DJ, went on to form Bad with Mick Jones, and now he's a sort of a well-known DJ and everything. But basically most of this, a lot of these songs, I'm just trying to find the credits on here, were written with Mick Jones and Joe Strummer from The Clash. I think about at least five of the songs were written together, and it was produced by the pair of them. So this is sort of the nearest thing we ever got to a Clash album after their demise. This was 1986. So this is basically when after the Clash Mark II, if you like, split up. And this is what sort of Joe Strummer went off and did and recorded some songs with Mick Jones and helped produce the album. So yeah, that's a really good one. Doesn't get talked about too much. I don't know whether people don't know that they did some of it together. But yeah, great album, check it out. That's it for the moment. I hope you've enjoyed everything I've shown. So a bit of variety, I hope. And yeah, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, and check you later. Bye.